And we're back. I am Peeze and Stefano. I'm not Mokan. I don't know why we couldn't wait till the end of Urination. Urination doesn't take very long, but you are FTF Nation. Thank you for joining us for the Division C podcast. I'm joined by Stefan Berardi. We will be joined in progress by Mokan, whose seat looks sad and vacant. We're also going to get joined by Matt Kirouac today. Matt Key's going to come on the show. Keezy. Yeah,
Kirouac is slowly making my enemies list.
Yeah.
But
so
it's okay.
We got a few things going on.
A lot going on.
I'm getting married this week.
Yep.
Next week. In how many days, Eagle? We got a counter going.
Eagle?
In 8 days, 16 hours, 49 minutes, 12 seconds. So that's going to happen. That's one of the things we got going on. We got the clock going down. There's no show next week. That's not related. It's just because none of us can be here.
We have field trips.
Field trips. We also have a running list of wedding movies that we're going to touch upon during the show. I will give sometimes made up, sometimes incredible synopses of the movies. We'll do one with Matt Kirouac as well when we get him on. And we are also... we got a poll going about whether or not we should fire Stefano.
Mokan,
welcome back to the show.
I might be unemployed after this show.
See what I did there? I did all the setups for you.
Yes, I know.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now you ruined most favorite part of the job.
No, not at all. All right.
It's the worst part. Everyone knows it's the worst part.
It's the worst part indeed.
You got to keep track.
All right, let's dive into it. The Div C week that was, and what caught your attention, gentlemen?
Honestly, Jeff Rosenblatt's performance was ridiculous. He played against Easy Jake Oven, costing him the first loss, 52-40.
Is he the quarterback of the year, Jeff Rosenblatt?
I mean, this game that he just had certainly helps his case, but I don't know. He might need another game like this to be in actual talks.
And Jeff
Pull up that
Rosenblatt's
stat
always
line.
one of these guys.
Pull up that stat line, Mo.
Jeff Rosenblatt's always
Crazy
one of these
stat
guys
line.
complaining that his cap should be lowered, so thrown in the lower division.
I mean, why?
You're not making your own case, buddy.
Look at that. Look at that performance. 337 yards passing.
Ridiculous.
8 touchdowns. But you want us to lower your rating. You know what? We are going to spite you, and we're going to raise your rating.
Also, we won't have to because the algorithm will do it.
That's also true. You should not have played this well or cost a team like Easy Jake Oven a loss because you are not helping your case.
This is his... I'm trying to remember what team it is right now. Oh, yeah, it's Keyport Lock. I've lost track. All right, so Keyport Lock.
Which is weird because he just joined us.
He's only played in 6 games.
Right.
So, obviously, he's not played a full season. So, he could be on track to having the second highest passing yards in his career. 30 touchdowns, which right now, if we go according to the clip that he could be at, he could break or he could be off by about 1 or 2 with 46 being the career high for him this season. So he's put up some good numbers. But this year, gentlemen, he has some solid numbers, 30 TDs, 5 INTs.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. He likes to be safe with the ball. And those picks, honestly, if they come, it's like the defense is playing him super well. Like it's tough. It's tough to get in his.
There are things you can do against Jeff Rosenblatt too.
So tell everybody
him,
like that.
You can attack underneath and force him to throw the ball where he doesn't want to. Force him to take shots. But the thing is, look, he played well. And is this the solution to Kevin Smuda? Like, you're not going to stop him in the red zone so the score is 2 touchdowns, but just score more points. Just continue to score. Much. Is that the only way you can beat?
Honestly,
Jake Oven?
The way to beat Easy Jake Oven is to actually stop them from scoring. In this case, Raul Barudi picked off Jake Applebaum, and Jake Applebaum was very impressed, even though he hated the fact that he threw the pick. The read from Raul was incredible. Jake felt like one of his receivers was open on an island by himself. And who comes in? Raul just jumps.
Where's the hashtag?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which hashtag?
You can see the hashtag come up right now. I'm sorry. Listen, folks, I'm sorry.
Why are you getting upset, Mo?
I'm sorry.
Oh, there it is.
We have another mechanic going on. Oh,
I see it now. So, yeah, going back to what's the actual thing we're talking about.
If you're watching this, by the way, I'm sorry. There's so many storylines going on all at once.
Eagle, you are terrible at your job. That's okay. We need someone
Justin
to
Blanchard for Hall of Fame. It's being said here.
Notice that Justin Blanchard doesn't play for
I think he's a little bit overrated, to be honest. I think he's a product of his quarterbacks being Simon and Peeze.
Oh, yeah, it has to be that.
Has to be that.
Like, how could he be good without Peeze and Simon?
We'll get to that game, but to finish off your point.
Yeah, so Raul just read this ball, like, perfectly, and Jake's like, I can't believe that he made that pick. I thought I had a guy wide open. He was 5 yards away, but it seemed like he was like 20 yards away. But somehow he got in a position that Jake couldn't see him, jumped the route, picked it off, and because they made that stop, they ended up capitalizing, going up by 2 scores, and then Jake couldn't come back.
All right, game that I saw, Game Changers hammering, Simone says 40-12. Mind you, missing some guys. AJ Gomes not there. And Simone super convinced that they would have won with him there.
Simo was also coming back from his chalet to play this game. I'm not sure about the level of
His focus.
sobriety in this one.
A big game for Anton Sakic, though.
Yeah, well,
He's a good quarterback, though, man.
I mean, these are two of the best teams in the division. Game Changers had all their weapons. Simo says didn't. JD Chevalier was just always open on a corner, and it was like he was in the Simon Says huddle because every time they went 4-1, he ran a corner from the slot and was open for a touchdown every single time.
By the way, Eagle, can you put Justin Blanchard's headshot next to his hashtag, please? Thank you.
Thank you, Eagle.
You're a sweetheart. Would AJ made a difference? Maybe, but closer game, yes. Probably not enough to win. I thought Anton Sakic
It would have been much
really
closer,
good.
though, because AJ would have probably shut that down on JD Chevalier.
Yeah, it would have been much more of a fair competition
It
here.
wouldn't have been a 28-point victory.
No, I
They
think
probably still would have lost.
That'd be like a 10-point victory.
Yeah.
But I thought Anton looked really good there. He
Anton
looked
did look good.
composed, relaxed. Even though they were missing guys themselves.
That's what he has to be. If he's too stressed out, it doesn't click. He's got to relax, take it easy, take deep breaths, whatever it takes. Chillax, and then you make your plays and you win games.
Yep. The KGP ripping Gym Class Heroes 44-7. Like, I'll put it to you this way.
Gym Class Heroes are not a good team. Terrible.
They're not good.
Terrible.
No. Phil Cutler was impeccable in this game, and that's I'll leave it at that. Oh.
So James Donald spoke to me yesterday.
Oh, did he?
And he told me that he didn't realize how hard throwing in FPF
Yeah, it
Division
takes
3
time.
or C.
Everyone does that, man. Everyone.
But he
thinks
said
it's
that
so easy.
he was good at Division 4
Yeah, it
and
was a jump.
D. But the jump was so much that he didn't expect it whatsoever. And he's like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure this out. It's tough. So it's
So
tough to play
what do you
quarterback, though.
what do you guys think? I know we typically do this for lower divisions, but we can do this at a higher level in Division 4. What do you think James Donald can do to improve long term?
I think he should simplify his offense because it's like his watching him play on Tuesday Night Football, I think it was, when I watched him play. It felt like he was hitching. It was like a pause in his throw, and then they were able to break on it. KGP was just able to attack the football, and it felt like they ran the route for Gym Class Heroes. So I think he has to be more assertive in his throws, and there's got to be more zip in his throws.
Yeah, because he doesn't really get much strength in those throws. They're usually lobbed
No.
and
But
easy
that's
to
the
catch
thing.
on.
So if you don't have, if
You can
don't-
read Wilson off of it.
but if you don't have a strong arm, and and a good example is Jeff Rosenblatt, for example, is not a guy who's got a rocket for an arm, right?
No.
But what he does well is distribute the
placement,
ball,
his
get rid of
plays.
it quickly, and when he's going downfield, throw the deep ball early. If you don't have a gun, you can't hold on to the ball. The field's too small to
Yep.
throw a deep ball late in your progression.
Yep.
Your first read in your progression needs to be deep, and I feel like this is something he got away with. This is something he got away with earlier in the show, earlier in his FPF career, but is struggling now against the better athletes in Division C. As we now have the picture of Justin Blanchard, future Hall of Famer, product of Peeze and Stefano.
Who is JB and not Justin Bieber, who wants to fight Tom Cruise? Which
Maybe
is dumb.
Justin Blanchard wants to fight Tom Cruise.
I don't know. I think Justin
He's got that
Blanchard.
resting bitch face.
I
going.
think that Justin Blanchard would rather fight Matt Damon.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what it is. It's just Matt
think
Damon.
so.
Yeah, because he likes to pick a fight with bigger guys.
I'll find
Yeah.
out.
I think
Find
he's
out.
caught your attention. GloGang beating up Junkyard Dogs. P.O.P. beating Old Hooks
Well,
by a big score.
The GloGang Junkyard Dogs game was yesterday, and honestly, this is the GloGang that you know what's weird to me about GloGang? They're a team of DBs, but they can't seem to defend. Like I don't know what it is. They're mostly defensive backs in actual tackle football, but when it comes to flag, they just can't. They can't shut down nothing. They allowed 32 points against a team that's been struggling this season.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't really think that. I think Junkyard Dogs maybe reached over 30 points once besides this game. But Arnold Desjardins was just it was incredible. Like his deep, he always went deep, and I don't know how he does it, but it's not he goes deep and he wires it, and it's never floated.
No,
It's
perfect.
always perfect.
He has a perfect
in
default.
stride in the guy's chest. I'm like, how does this guy do it?
My experience with GloGang, and Eagle, you were there for this, when GloGang was playing down in Division 6? E? Yeah, Division E, because it was last summer I wasn't here. Division E, when I came back to Montreal, guys on my team, defenders were telling me that literally defenders were on the backs of receivers, hand on the back, and the ball came in on a wire, perfectly just landed and sat in the receiver's hands. Like
So
the receiver
had-
couldn't drop it if they
football had
tried.
eyes, pretty much.
Incredible. His arm is insane. Honestly,
He's one of the top sought-out quarterbacks.
There's
in
some
the
serious.
CHF.
He's got some
He
serious.
should be. He's excellent.
Yeah,
He's-
he's excellent.
yeah.
Honestly,
He's got the height.
smart kid.
He's got the strength. He's a smart guy. He makes
good
smart
athlete.
decisions.
Could be
Good
my heart
athlete.
on the weekend next couple of weeks here. Maybe. Could be my heart on the
Oh
week.
man,
You never know, man. A little bit awkward if I call his games and he's my heart on the week.
that's
You
okay.
know? A little
That's
weird.
okay.
Okay, before we get to Matt Kirouac,
When you do call the game during the broadcast, you need to say you just as you're going through his accolades, like he did this in CJAP, he was awesome. He did this in high school,
And
and,
then
he
like,
was once hard on the week on calling the audible.
yeah, exactly. I'll drop it in
There
there.
we go.
Before we get to Matt Kirouac, grudge match of the week. Pineapple Express Commission. Now, obviously, there's a history between these two teams.
What is the history, Mokan?
Pineapple Express. We look at
There's
Eddie
4 players from that.
Eddie
team
Lee,
that used to
Chris
play.
Olsen,
Don Benevento?
Don Benevento, and who I'm missing now?
Joel Malkin played with them also.
Joel Malcolm. That's correct. All former commission players.
Yeah.
They decided to have a divorce or divest themselves from
Ugly
commission.
divorce. Seems like an ugly
And
divorce.
now let's just do a little back.
Maybe it's more
history
like a
here.
Titanic situation. There was room on the board,
But
but then they
didn't
just
know-
didn't-
didn't.
ship.
They just
So-
didn't pull him up.
So would you say that Brent Botkin is Jack?
What?
Is Brent Botkin Jack?
In this
that
scenario,
Could be,
Yeah.
yeah. Could be. So
Dreamy.
Pineapple Express, right? Like Brent Bakken writes the Div C articles, which
Yes.
you can read every
He
Wednesday.
tags us in it to make sure we
Yeah,
look at
Wednesday-ish, I guess. So in his mid-season report card of the Pineapple Express, which they were 4-1 at the time, as I said in my season preview article, Pineapple Express quarterback Chris Olsen is the Ryan Fitzpatrick of FPF. So the Ryan Fitzpatrick of FPF, Chris Olsen. Do you agree with that statement? Yes or no? Ryan Fitzpatrick, Chris Olsen, FPF first.
Well, he doesn't have a beard.
I mean, I think it's the sense of style that makes him more Ryan Fitzpatrick than his actual on-field play.
I don't.
You ever see what he dresses like?
Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Chris Olsen. Chris Olsen also likes
similarities.
wearing... he likes wearing flashy clothes.
Yeah, similarities.
Which
That
is
was
great.
one press conference.
Good.
for
Okay,
for
Doesn't
so-
matter. He
so
wears
here we go.
flashy clothes.
So here's
he normally Ryan Fitzpatrick normally dresses like
A Harvard guy.
like the dude who's like a dad who's kind of given up, but
On-
like he still puts on a shirt every day because he
Yeah,
wants
no
women to
choice.
notice him.
All right. fair.
Okay, so to his credit, besides an ugly season opener versus Simon Says, Olsen has been Fitzmagic so far this year with 20 touchdowns.
That's it. He's been more Fitzmagic than Fitzpatrick.
Right. All right, so here we go. This is the part that really caught my attention. Let's see if you can pick up on what we're going to say here. Despite challenging teams like Sweat and Beers and Mercenaries for who has the most amount of subs, this team has a solid core with Olsen, Eddie Lee, and Joel Malkin. Who is missing from that quartet of names? So
Don Benevento.
Don Benevento. That's correct.
I'm surprised that he was missing in that list because he's more of a mainstay for Chris Olsen than Joel Malkin.
Right. So while they've yet to be a good or winning team, it is clear as day that this squad will go as far as Olsen will take him. As long as Chris Magic shows up, they have potential to go pretty far. So is this
It seems like there's some bad blood.
is there bad blood, or is
I
this
think
more
there's
like
bad
a
The way
homage?
he phrases it, it's like condescending in a certain way. So there has to be bad blood. Honestly, we don't know what happened between their negotiations, but yeah, there has to be bad blood. I'm curious to see what happened in
What
that
do you
game.
think, Peasler?
I've known Brent for a long time. He's a smart dude. He's a great employee for FPF. Love the guy. Good friend. He's a guy who maybe gets a little sensitive, right? Like he's a guy who wears his heart on his sleeve, and whatever went down probably didn't sit with him well. I don't know.
So is it like Shaq versus Kobe?
Only if he tells Don Benevento to eat his. What movie are we at, Eagle?
Yeah, what were we at, man? 28.
Jesus.
27, I think. No,
We are
37.
currently at
Hey, what's the
number
vote total?
26.
I'm now doing it on purpose whenever I see you not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We
gonna put you on the
have
spot.
Alan Alda, Molly Ringwald, and Joey Bishop from 1990 in Betsy's
I was
Wedding.
-5.
Molly Ringwald, of course, famously of John Hughes movies.
Isn't it
16
16 candles?
candles.
16 candles. Yeah.
Bringing the
yeah,
heat.
Yeah,
That-
Stefan
Hey,
Berardi.
that's
What's
right.
this
No.
movie called instead?
I don't know.
Siskel and Ebert over here.
Don't we just cut? Betsy's wedding.
Betsy's wedding.
Betsy's wedding.
Okay.
I wonder if she played
was a
Betsy.
girl.
You think she played
No
Betsy?
one thought she's ready to get married. Party girl. Through a series of what kind of escapades?
Hilarious escapade?
Hilarious escapades.
Fair.
Leads to her wedding day. Hilarity ensued. Betsy's wedding.
Okay,
Betsy's wedding.
so is this like Shaq versus Kobe? Remember the Shaq line with Kobe?
I
How
did
could
that
you just do
technique
one
where I
movie?
distracted us away from the topic.
I know.
No, it's still a mainstay topic for
Where
Mocha.
Shaq said Kobe is, I'm like a wall and Kobe's a convertible. Let's hit the wall.
Are
Call
you?
him 2 minutes here.
Why don't you call him after we talk about the P.O.P.
Yeah,
game?
exactly.
Well, we're going to do that. No.
All right, so now we hear it, and I'm very confused.
Yeah, don't worry about Matt Kirouac. Ignore him.
I'm not. Oh, he already answered.
Don't worry. It's all
What
right.
a guy.
It's okay.
What a guy.
Ignore him.
What a guy.
So where we stand with this commission Pineapple Express game?
Huh. You know what? Do you want to check who's... No, the winning is later, right?
Like, who's more depressed? Would it
Who's
be
more depressed,
like,
Brent Botkin?
if they lose this game, is Brett Botkin more depressed, or is Ed Lee more depressed at the Monaco Casino than he
No,
is losing this game?
not depressed, but embarrassed, I'd say.
There's not a thing that seems would ever depress Eddie Lee. He seems to
He lives his best life way too often.
Yeah.
He's going to Croatia soon.
I think Brent Botkin's envious of that. Like, that's why he's on the team.
I feel like Brent Botkin is more upset with the other guys besides Ed Lee, because Ed Lee is just, you can't be mad at the guy. You just can't. He always finds his way out of things. But honestly, I feel like losing his quarterback, his snapper, and one of his top receivers is more of a bite in the ass than just Eddie Lee. You know what I
Took
mean?
his
We-
kidneys, his organs away from him.
Yeah.
We are now joined by Matt Kirouac. Of
Are
course,
we?
he started tonight's poll. Right now, we are at 14 votes for Fire Stefano, 12 votes for Matt Who, and 6 yards. No big deal. Only 7 votes. People love their stats. Hey, Matt, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, PZ.
There he is. What a guy. You
So,
I'm
know,
talking to Steve, Steph.
well,
you notice
too
he
bad.
only said, "Hey, Peasy."
Yeah, he didn't even.
Yeah,
He
I
didn't even
love
love
you
mention
some
I was
Matt.
coming up next. He was just waiting for you to.
You didn't
about
love you some
Stefano.
Matt.
Hello, Matthew.
Matthew.
Hey, Moesha.
Oh, there you go. Exactly. Now
shit.
Stefano doesn't recognize.
That's okay. I'm a nobody. I'm
Okay,
getting
so-
fired
Stefano
soon.
Well, you will be
I'm
after you get fired tonight.
I am fired because of you, Kirouac. I will find out where you live. And
it's
I will
far,
slash
dude.
tires.
You don't want to go
It's okay.
there.
I drive to Dorval every day. Might as well just go that
real
extra
estate.
15 minutes.
You get real estate over there, right?
Way
Might as well
past
drive that
Dorval,
extra
but
15 minutes. Whatever it is, guy. I'm going to burn CP to the
I'm
ground.
pretty sure you need a unicorn to get to where Matt lives.
I could find a unicorn.
Matt, is it longer to go from where you live to the East End or to Ottawa?
East End.
Really.
Like, actually.
He's not very talkative. What a guy.
He will be.
Is
He will be.
You
Will
guys don't shut up. All three of you talk at the same time.
That's
Hold
your
on, hold
fault.
on.
That is
3,
your fault.
2, 1. Hey, Matt, how you been?
Matt, what are you
dude,
doing,
as well?
I really love you.
I
Yeah,
honestly,
are you
why do
working
you
for
hate me
who
so
now?
much?
I like
Why
the
do
Goggles.
you
What's
hate
going
me
on
so
right
much?
now? Are you working the
very
rails?
active.
6 yards is absolutely
Are you
garbage.
Monopoly?
What's wrong with you, guy?
And
This is all
Are
your
you
fault.
Monopoly right now or
This
no?
is your
All your
face.
fault.
We're trying to
man.
figure it out.
When was
Honestly,
the last time you've
Why
had
do
your
you
face
hate me so
Is it-
much?
Is it cool to
Can
work
you
the rails?
answer?
Hammering the
Answer
rails
my
down?
question,
Soft.
Kirouac.
It's well maintained.
Kirouac.
You have
Caboose
nice
or you
Kirouac.
have the
goggles really
locomotive?
Kirouac, Kirouac, why do
Are
you
you
hate
a
me so
bully
much?
maker?
Kirouac,
Like,
Need your
Purdue
face
University?
touched.
Kirouac. Come on, man.
All right.
Answer.
Sorry, Matt.
Answer every question you heard.
Sorry, Matt. Did we go off course here?
You set yourself up
Yeah.
for that.
Okay, so Matt,
Yeah, I did.
I don't know. Is he in Div C, by the way?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but
I
It's
forgot.
also private. Literally on the screen. Literally on the screen.
Holy cow, Matt has 246 wins. Look at that, man. Did you know he had 246
I
wins?
do now.
Holy cow, look at that. Hey. All right, so, Matty, we were talking about Pineapple Express and commission. A lot of bad
Yeah.
blood. Pineapple Express comprising of former commission players. What do you know of these two teams, if you can elaborate to us on your thoughts?
Absolutely nothing, man.
Perfect.
Fair.
Like
Fair.
It's the first time I played in C in a while. I mean, I know Brent and I know Chris Olsen a bit. For the most part, a couple of the other guys in there. But is this like the D-Boys Montreal's finest rivalry?
No, because
your
guys,
history?
in the if you speak in the FPF Div C street lingo, supposedly guys left Brent from the way it's been
Oh.
described. Yes.
I hear Brent's tough to play with.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Hot take from Matt Kirouac.
That's
I
a
did not know
flaming
that.
hot
I
take
know.
on a 25-degree Thursday afternoon in Montreal or Thursday night. Look at that. A little nice bacon on that one over there.
Nice sizzle. So, Kirouac, I have a question for you.
Tell me.
Why do you hate me so much?
Because you're an unprofessional scorekeeper that never gets anything right.
Give me
I mean, this is
5
known in all
reasons why
divisions.
I'm unprofessional. 5 reasons.
All 6 of my yards you missed.
That's six
Mike
reasons.
That's good.
Drop.
That's good. I mean, you fucked
Mic
me up on
drop.
that one.
That's even-
You fucked
that's-
me up on that one.
Okay, so
Not
P.O.P. Why has Craig O'Brien become Eli Manning of the FPF?
Nobody knows that.
What are you talking about? Craig O'Brien has been the Eli Manning, okay? But the championship Eli Manning, not the current Eli
Oh,
Manning.
no.
So who's the Tom Brady in your division?
Tom Brady in our division? Who?
I feel like he doesn't
Jeff
know who he's-
Rosenblatt.
Jeff Rosenblatt. Wow. That's high praise for that guy, man.
That's
It is.
stroking the ego.
It's
a bit.
because they
I'm
run
getting a
at
hug
they
back
run
there.
at the same speed.
I mean, I get it.
Exactly. That's
That's
exactly
the same look
why
too,
I
with the
said it.
beard and the pot belly and all that stuff. Look at
You
that.
guys faced all hooks this past week, Matt. What are your impressions of a team that's making their way up to the ranks and perhaps not quite ready for high division battle?
Oh, man, the thing about this team is like, if they could catch a ball, they would have smashed us.
Mm-hmm.
Their quarterback was on point. This guy can run like. I found out later he was a skier.
A skier.
A skier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he just like
Breaking
dips
news.
his hips. It's crazy, and he's got a gun. And honest to God,
Yeah, he
like,
does.
He would throw like 15-yard outs right on the money, and the guys would just smash through their hands.
I
So
was
he has a
play-
couple of receivers that can catch.
I was playing on a team with Simon where Theo Living subbed as a receiver, and in warm-ups he threw a ball to me like 25 yards, like just warming up, and it was like on a line. It never left like more than 6 feet off the ground. It just like one straight line right to me, and was like, why is this guy not our quarterback and not Simon? You face Simon next week. How do you feel seeing Simon having such a ridiculous season with a team that obviously doesn't belong in the division?
Yeah, would you be repulsed if he won quarterback of the year?
100%. And on top of that, like, we all know that this team should not be in C. So whatever scam he pulled, you're in on it, Peeze. I know you are.
Another
no.
hot take.
And-
Oh yeah,
Another
absolutely.
hot take.
Yeah,
Look at that. Scam.
flaming hot take over
Look
there.
at
Yeah.
Kirouac.
But
man.
let me tell you,
No filter.
Timo is with my experience over the years in this league, he's setting himself up for a second round departure out of the playoffs. I hope you
makes
guys
sense.
know this.
That makes sense.
That's good because we need him for the roadshow.
Yeah, we do.
That's true, we
he's,
do.
he's more vital. Hold on, poll question. Is
I mean,
Simone-
especially now that I'm getting fired, we're going to really need Simone.
Hold on, is Simone Dashing more vital for the road show or for him winning quarterback
Maybe-
of the year?
But
Sorry, Mo,
maybe-
you get one poll per week.
I think you're at like
But
6 so far.
Hold on.
Maybe the reason
Hold on.
why Matt.
Kirouac has something to say.
Go ahead, Kitty.
Why do you think that he's going to win quarterback of the year?
Do you not see his stats?
But
Like he's been going in the back
about
end,
his
and
stats?
he's been going in the back end and boosting up his stats. Like
And
these are-
lowering ratings.
yeah, like this is
Okay,
like
can we
amazing.
just? I talked about this with Pease very briefly, but
Briefly.
my quarterback Craig O'Brien has one game that he played but didn't have a number, and
that
didn't
game
get
he threw
registered.
3 INTs, by the way. Just letting you know.
I don't care. Whatever.
Well, you
You
should.
guys don't even look at that anyway.
I do. I remember that game.
It's like we don't.
I don't look at
it.
any of these things because I don't care about the words.
That's true.
Um,
Maddie's not upset. He's upset. right
now
now.
he's quiet.
He's upset.
Now he
He's
just
upset.
went
Like when he
quiet.
goes quiet, he's ignored.
Yeah.
That's his annoyed response to us right now.
So, like, it's a personal mission, right? I would understand for you to stop Simo this week. Matt?
He's annoyed. By the way,
Or
Simon
is he
Dagenet.
Did we lose Matt?
No, he's still there. He's pissed.
Oh, I
He's
pushed
pissed.
mute. That was my bad.
Oh, he pushed mute.
He pissed.
So, what are all the things you said?
I don't remember now.
All right.
By the way, Simon Dagenet is 64 games below 500 in his quarterback career.
That's awful.
How many? Yeah, that makes sense
That's
too.
awful.
The problem
Okay.
is I also play with Simone B. So
Okay, here's Simon's stats: 35 touchdowns, 5 INTs, 69% passing completion, and 1,400 yards through 7 games.
So, Matt, are you surprised that teams haven't realized that when he passes midfield, it's just post corners?
yeah, he actually tells people and they still don't cover it. It doesn't
I
make
know.
sense.
That's the worst.
Although he
That's
does have AJ Gomes to put it up to, so
Yeah.
most guys in this division can't cover
Just
good old
hold him.
AJ.
Just hold him.
That's true.
Just hold him.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hold him.
Hold him till he
I think that's
loses
what
his
I'll
temper.
do
He
this
will lose
weekend.
his temper. He's going to get an OC. You win.
Then he's gonna get mad that he got an
Exactly.
OC and get another OC.
Yeah.
100% that Stefano's going to be the scorekeeper and not mark it. So another reason to fire him.
I mean, you know,
Maybe the reason why, see, Matt's so confident. This is the mind games from Matt Kirouac. He's so confident that Simo's going to lose early in the playoffs that he knows we can afford to fire Stefano and still staff for the finals.
that's true because Simon is gonna be there.
Because you know why? Because Matt
You got
Kirouac
it.
is a Canadian national type of guy.
Yes, he is.
What?
He is. Don't worry, Kirouac understands what he means. So do I.
Canadian national
Mo,
type of guy.
Mo, I just want to let you know I found your house today, so you keep it quiet.
All right.
That's not a threat.
That's okay.
Matt, do you like
It's
wedding
not
Nobody's
because
movies?
it's
watching.
geography.
It's
Matt, do you like
geography,
wedding
man.
movies?
Yeah, so we're doing the top 50 movies for top 50 wedding movies. So where are we at now?
We're at number 25.
25,
So, Matt,
sorry.
do you like wedding movies?
I'm watching The Wedding Planner right now.
Nice.
That's on this list, not there yet. At number
Wait, is it The
25,
Wedding
we
Planner?
have the 2008 hit Meryl Streep, Pierce Brosnan, Amanda Seyfried, and Stellan Skarsgård. I can never pronounce his name.
You fucked that up.
Mamma Mia.
Oh,
that's
Mamma
a
Mia.
big one. That's a big one.
Here
That's
we
a big
go
one.
again.
Scratch
Kirouac
that.
Castle.
Scratch
Scratch
that.
that. It's the wedding.
not a wedding
Planner.
movie.
Wedding Planner, isn't that with J-Lo? Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
not
It
that
is
one.
absolutely Jill.
Number 24,
Wedding.
Muriel's Wedding from 1994 with Nobodies. Number 23, an all-time classic,
that has to
Wedding
be one.
Crashers with
That
Owen Wilson and
should be
Vince
one.
Oh,
Vaughn.
boy.
That should be one.
Did you-
That list is.
Have you
bogus.
mentioned Wedding Singer yet?
Wedding
We have
Singer
not-
is the next one at number 22.
There we
Adam
go.
Sandler, Drew Barrymore, Christine Taylor, and Alan Covert.
And
Way
who
too high.
You
on
are
the list.
watching
That's
next.
way too high. It's got to be lower.
All right, before we let you go here, Maddie, because we have a show to do here. P.O.P. How many wins are you going to have? You're going to go 7-3? You're going to realistically go
6-4.
6-4, okay.
Who's going to be lost?
Simon says.
Well, I might miss a game, so that's a loss.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The Canadian
That's very
Nationals are going to
confident.
miss the game, huh?
He misses the game.
No,
he
no,
lost.
I'm just joking. I'm not missing any games, but
So
I don't
what's
know. I
Kirouac's
just,
poll at for me now? What's
sorry?
that?
What?
The poll that you were responsible for. Eagle, what's it at?
Your employment future is not looking good.
That's not.
Oh, man, Maddie,
That's not
just
good.
want to give you a heads up.
That's not.
Okay, so your next 3 games are in Lachine. So I have a game
It's
Sunday.
moments like this that make me feel like we're doing a really good job.
We are,
You're doing
we
a
are.
fantastic
All
job.
right,
The
so
fact
Maddie,
that people understand that we need to fire Stefano.
exactly.
Like honestly, I thought it was safe, but now it's like
No
God
more.
damn.
So Maddie, we have you. I have your game Sunday, so no worries about your 6 yards being lost. Next Sunday, you should be okay. But in 2 Sundays from now, July 14th, Chris Dagger's gonna be scorekeeping your game, and you might have problems with your yards.
You'll probably have like 20.
Oh, boys, I got some breaking news.
Breaking news.
We have it here. You've heard it here first. Justin Blanchard does not want to fight Matt Damon.
Okay,
I'm
fair enough.
surprised.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Who does he
Sorry.
want to fight? That should be.
So
in there.
Matt,
Well,
your,
of course.
Come on.
your yards might be screwed up. Might be screwed pooey.
You'll be
with,
like 75 yards
before
short.
we can.
Then you realize who should be fired and who should not.
Exactly.
Then fire you both. That's
Wow.
the P's way to do it.
You're all about.
really
You're all
is.
about like consequences.
It's like
man.
that time I fired Matt
Truth or
from the media
consequence?
team.
Yes, Eagle. Before we let him go.
Last thing for you, Matt. Anything in Div C that you're observing as a pattern or trend or something that's different than from A and B?
Yeah, 6 yards short.
God damn it.
Yeah, a lot of teams don't run triple slants, and I don't get why. With a little bit less experienced quarterbacks, with not as good of arms to throw downfield, triple slants is the way to go, and I don't see a lot of teams doing it, and it's surprising.
All right, Matt. Keep riding those rails. I'll see you Sunday.
Ugly sexual.
You're not elaborating on what I just said? Fine, Mo. You know what? That's it. We're done.
Is he on your list of
You
people
can't
hate
fire
as well?
me. I'm leaving.
Ooh,
Fair.
fair.
Perfect.
Good
Thanks,
job,
Matt,
guys.
for joining us.
See you at the Osweights.
Hashtag 6 yards, yo.
See you next week. See you next week for the big
Hashtag 6 yards.
Hashtag 6 yards.
6.
Oh, guys, I got breaking news. I have it here first. First time ever. You heard it on Calling The Audible. Justin Blanchard wants to fight nobody.
Wow.
Question mark.
Groundbreaking.
Okay. Matt, thank you very
Groundbreaking.
much.
Those are some Hall of Fame words right there.
That's it for Matt Kirouac.
He was already gone.
All right, it's now time for...
Games of the week.
Yeah, nobody heard you, Eagle.
All right.
Games of the week.
There we go. That's better.
Can we get the updating the poll results, please?
I just did.
No, but you didn't say a number, guy.
We have Jaegerbomb versus Stoics.
Jagerbomb.
Jagerbomb.
Jaegerbomb will win this one.
Because we just talked about that game, Simon Says versus Paslar Prime.
P.O.P.
Oh, Mo Khan trying to gain points with Matt Kirouac again, huh?
Yeah.
Here we go, Pastor Prime.
Yeah. Watch Simon
Yeah,
win.
Simo's going to screw it up.
Watch Simon win.
Let's see your memories and work. Pineapple Express versus The Commission.
Ooh.
I'm
I
gonna
see
go
Pineapple
Commission.
Express winning this game.
You going who?
Commission.
You
Commission.
You going commission?
Pineapple Express.
I'm going commission. I think Brent
Siding with
Botkin
Brent
is going to
Botkin.
back up his words and make Chris Magic look like past tense superstar quarterback.
Fair.
Commission.
KGP versus the Huffman.
Oh, that's Wednesday Night Football, actually. Give me Huffman.
Yeah, I see Huffman winning this
Give me
game.
Huffman.
Sorry, was Huffman against?
KGP.
KGP. Pay
Huff-
attention.
I think Huffman will take it.
Eagles the one guy that cannot pay attention in this thing. Get away with it.
And last game, Junkyard Dogs versus Dream Breakers.
Dream Breakers.
Junkyard Dogs.
Junkyard Dogs as well.
Magic words, please.
With under 50,000 original miles, this 1984 Jeep CJ7 can be yours.
All right, before we do that, the countdown, I'll make you the good night.
It was the final words.
8 days, 16 hours, 19 minutes, and 20 seconds to go before PZ gets married. And we're not here next week, by the way.
No, we are not.
Good night.
Jeep.
Oh, no. Australia.
Australia. Am I right?
Number 21, Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey in The Wedding Planner.
You could have said that when
The
Kirouac
Wedding
was on the
Planner
line.
is a solid movie, Mokan. You can't have a good wedding without a good wedding planner. And that's exactly what Jennifer Lopez was
Good for
until
her.
she fell in love with the groom-to-be, Matthew McConaughey.
Nice.
And number 20, Dermot Mulroney and Deborah Messing in The Wedding Date.
Oh, the wedding date, Mokan. Sometimes you need a date to the wedding. You don't want to go alone, so you bring a date. You end up getting married. You know what ensues? Hilarity.
Hilarity.